The Sumerians in Mesopotamia are frequently credited with creating the oldest recognized writing system, called cuneiform, that dates back to around 3200 BC or possibly earlier. They used a reed stylus to etch this script onto clay tablets. From the pinnacle of Western European dominance, there has been a persistent notion that Africans, due to their rich oral traditions, never developed writing. Diving further into the annals of history, the Egyptian or Kemetic civilization, contrary to some beliefs, did not originate from Berbers or Indo-Europeans. The cradle of this civilization was an area known as the Fertile African Crescent, home to diverse groups such as the Dravidians, Egyptians, Sumerians, and others. The people who settled in the highland regions of modern-day Libya and Hoggar until after 4000 BC are termed the Proto-Saharans. The Egyptians referred to them as Tauseti and Tihunu. The Fertile Saharan Crescent, a lush arc of highland regions within the Saharan zone, was the birthplace of several significant early civilizations. Bordered by the Atlas Mountains, the Atlantic Ocean, the lush tropical rainforest, and the Red Sea, this region was the incubator for societies that would eventually establish the famed River Valley civilizations in Africa. The work undertaken by the German Archaeological Institute, under the leadership of Gunter Dreyer, has been groundbreaking in the context of the history of writing and human civilization. Their excavations and subsequent findings have challenged traditional narratives and shifted the focus to an often overlooked region in the story of writing's origins. In Abydos, an ancient city in Upper Egypt, Dreyer's team uncovered inscriptions that have profound implications for our understanding of early writing systems. These inscriptions, which are believed to be proto-hieroglyphs, predate previously known writing systems, including the Sumerian cuneiform. This discovery suggests that writing, or at least the symbolic representation of language and ideas, might have emerged in Africa earlier than or around the same time as in Mesopotamia. If this recent evidence is validated, it would place ancient African civilizations, specifically those of Upper Egypt, at the forefront of one of humanity's most pivotal innovations, the creation of a written script. Interestingly, the renowned Congolese linguist, Théophile Obenga, highlights that the Phoenicians believed that the art of writing was an Egyptian invention passed on to them. The Greek scholar Diodorus documented that Nubians from the regions of southern Egypt and Sudan asserted that their Egyptian successors had learned the art of writing from them. As was previously mentioned, the German Archaeological Institute's findings in Abydos, southern Egypt, uncovered what might be the earliest evidence of writing in human history. These inscriptions, traced back to 3400 BC, are believed to be some of the earliest hieroglyphs. Tablets discovered in Uruk and Akkad of Mesopotamia bear symbols that can be traced back to 3200 BC. However, these symbols don't represent sounds, raising questions about whether they can be classified as writing. By contrast, in Africa, there's the Libombo bone from Swaziland, which carries the earliest known human mathematical markings, dating back to 37,000 BC. So, when discussing ancient inscriptions, the timeline spans from 37,000 BC to 3,200 BC. True Sumerian script is believed to have emerged around 3060 BC, and it's often argued that these Sumerians were of black descent. The Phoenicians, believed to be black settlers originating from Africa, are credited with introducing writing to Greece around 1450 BC, a claim supported by ancient Greek records. Cadmus, a Phoenician prince, is often cited in Greek mythology as the bringer of the Phoenician alphabet to Greece. It wasn't until the 9th century BC, following interactions with these black civilizations from the Near East with African roots, that Europe saw the advent of writing, approximately 2,600 years after such systems were established in Africa. The Greek script, influenced by these interactions, eventually evolved into the Latin alphabet we use today. The French historian and epigrapher Pierre Bourdreau, a seasoned researcher at the CNRS in France, remarks on the significance of the Phoenician script by stating, "The marvel of the Phoenician alphabet is that it serves as the precursor to our contemporary scripts. Given that European script traces its lineage to the Phoenician alphabet, which in turn is believed to have African origins, one can argue that the roots of European writing are fundamentally African." Furthermore, by highlighting the contributions of the blacks of Africa in this narrative, it emphasizes the importance of recognizing Africa's rich and diverse history and contributions to human advancement. It serves as a reminder that the cradle of civilization has many roots, and Africa holds a prominent place in that story. This recent discovery in Abydos, southern Egypt, also underscores the need for more comprehensive research and inclusivity in the fields of archaeology and history, ensuring that the accomplishments of all civilizations are recognized and celebrated.